There's us. Now we should be, I don't know, with the delay, it'll be beautiful. Now we're getting a little double image of us.
Just pretend that I'm frozen.
The musical or just you? Okay.
Let it go.
Everybody,
Let it go.
we let it go. Yeah. Did your daughters go crazy for that? Or no?
Obviously.
Obviously.
My
You're the older one, right?
yeah. We've watched Frozen 47,000 times. Yeah, it's been a lot of.
For you parents out there, Frozen was a big deal for especially girls aged like 3 to 40. Yeah.
I mean, I do like it.
Yeah.
My favorite line is finish each other's sandwiches. Do you know that?
They're from whenever she wants to marry the guy in one day.
Yeah.
Or like in 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah,
Finish
don't get
each
married in
other's-
2 hours. That's
Finish each other's sandwiches. Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. How do you know that? Actually,
What?
why do you? Know
I've
that?
seen it more than once too. I've seen it in English and Japanese. So I went to the theater in Japan and saw it.
Oh, is it dubbed?
No, it was they do the Japanese dub. So I've seen it in English, of course, but I've also seen it Japanese dubbed because when they bring animated movies over to Japan, they often will dub them because they're for kids, right?
Yeah.
You can't have Lion King with all English; they're just going to be like blow their minds. So for kids' movies, they often will make the Japanese one.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's good.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. That was our little intro. But now we're moving on to our question. I said which one is correct, right? In our topic today, because we get very confused with what do you want to call them, like position words or direction words,
Directional verbs or
something like that.
We can call them whatever we want. Let's call them directional.
Yeah, directional
verbs.
Directional verbs are good. So,
For example,
I found some interesting images, but I think it might cover your face or my face. You can choose whose face.
you can cover my face.
Cover your face is okay. I found this nice graphic, boop, like this.
Yeah, nice.
Right?
Yeah.
I think this one does a good job of kind of explaining a couple of the differences. Well, we can look at this for a second, and then I can make Matt come back.
No, it's fine. You don't need to see me.
You don't need to see you?
Just hear me.
Just hear you. But I like how this gives us about 5 words. Yeah, exactly 5 words. Exactly 5 words that are directional. Things like take and bring, fetch, carry and hold, right? They all have different meanings. And direction's a big important thing for these. Right?
Yeah. Well, carry means,
Yeah.
does this line mean that you're...
Well, I guess carry doesn't have a specific direction, right? It's just
I'm carrying my phone.
You can carry your phone home. You can carry your phone to work. It's not towards something, right? It's just an act.
Well, wouldn't that,
Right.
from the looks of it, that looks like that's opposite. You would carry something, but I would hold my phone, but I wouldn't move.
Yeah. So if you're moving and holding
Is carrying.
and carry, yeah.
Got it.
So hold is just,
Got it.
yeah. My phone. I got a cable. My phone. Just hold the phone. If I carry the phone.
Carry the phone. Got it.
Yeah. But they don't care. Don't care where.
They don't care where.
But take, we care where, right? Care
Right.
Bears.
Right.
Care where.
Countdown.
Yeah.
The reason that this is the topic today is because my students were talking about that. Actually, come and go, but basically,
Yeah.
bring and take. This is hard for me. Like
Yeah.
10 years ago on my fridge. So I became
Yeah.
a teacher 12 years ago, but
12
10 years
years.
ago
10
on
years
my
ago?
fridge, I had to post a bring and take infographic.
So you would remember.
So I would remember.
Yeah.
I remember I asked one British guy, and the British are very particular about their English.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him, he was going to Cambodia. I said, hey, how much money did you bring? And he said, do you mean how much money did I take?
What?
And I was like, my mind was blown.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's the difference? What do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm an English teacher, and I'm an English speaker, but I didn't know the difference.
Across the pond, they act differently.
Bring and take.
Right?
Well, I think they know. So
They know. They know.
So bring and take are the same verb, have the same meaning, but it depends who is saying it and where that person is saying it from. So For example, I will take something like my phone. I will take my phone home. Okay, I will take my phone home. I will start here and I will go home with my phone. I will carry my phone and I will take it home. But if, for example, if I left my phone at home, and I get to school and I don't have my phone, I call my wife on someone else's phone.
On somebody else's phone, yeah, good.
And
Work
I say,
phone.
can you bring my phone to school? So she would bring the phone to me. Right?
Yeah.
So you take something with you in a direction away from you, but someone would bring something to you.
Yeah, right? Yeah, so bring is it's coming. Coming toward where you are, your relative position.
Yeah, exactly.
And take is away, right?
So if I'm having a party at my house, I would say, maybe I don't have any ice. I would say, Mark, hey, can you bring some ice? You are outside of my house. I will call you. I will say, hey, can you bring some ice with you? And you will say, sure, I can take some ice.
Yeah.
Because you're going that direction.
Yeah, I can take some ice. Yeah.
So it's the same meaning.
Yeah. It does get confused. Yeah. Or like if, I guess for home, it's always take me home, right? Do you ever say bring me home?
Well, if I've had like 20 drinks and I can't go home by myself, then I could say, can you bring me home?
Oh, okay.
No.
It should still be take, right? It should still be take because it's away from you.
Yes.
Right? It should still be take.
Yeah, my wife would call you and say, hey, can you bring him home?
Yeah, can you bring him home?
Yeah.
So if it's toward the wife says, can you bring him home? But it's something like take, it's
take
almost always. Yeah, the song, that's why I was thinking of the song. I was like, if you can't say bring me home,
We'll throw that in the comments, that awesome, amazing song. Who sings that? It's got to be like
I don't know. It's classic.
Journey or something.
Good stuff. I always love English-based songs.
Okay. Anyway, take me home tonight. Bring and take.
Bring, take.
So this is my ring hand. This is my normal hand. I will bring my ring. No, I will take my ring here.
Yeah, it's confusing. It is. Even for us, it's confusing. Even for us, it's confusing.
We can pull up. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, even for us, it's really confusing. And then the last one, actually, Natalie brought this up when we were discussing the video. Fetch. No, fetch, right?
Oh, fetch.
She said fetch. Fetch is just a special word where like go fetch. I don't know, what would you fetch? Well, dog, right? Dog fetches us a ball. That's when I use fetch the most. When do you ever use fetch?
I think this is a very Singlish thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go fetch my kid, which means pick up my kid from school
and bring him home.
And bring her home.
Yeah.
That would be fetch, but that's kind of it means pick up.
Yeah.
But fetch would be maybe again I leave my phone at home, I go home to pick up my phone and bring it back. That would be fetch.
That'd be fetch.
The typical game with a dog and a ball.
Yeah.
I throw the ball.
Yeah.
The dog runs after it.
Yeah.
Catches it.
That's what I think about when I hear the word fetch.
Well, yeah, I think fetch in the like collect or pick somebody up context is a pretty Singapore thing.
Yeah. In the U.S., I would say I have to go get my kid.
I'm gonna go get my kid.
I'm gonna go pick
up my kid.
Go pick up, go get. Yeah, those are more common in America and Canada. There it is.
It's a boot time.
Yeah. There's that one. Do you want to do the give?
Yeah.
I found this is a smaller graphic, so it won't be.
Ooh.
Yeah. If I did, I think does it move? Oh no. What am I moving?
Wait. So no, that's fine.
Yeah, this just right there is fine.
Cut off my neck. It's good.
Yeah, I don't know. We could move it anywhere. You'd be like, doop. It's hovering above us. But these are also right. These are direction. An easy one. If I send a letter to you, Matt, I
should be sending to you just based on this.
Oh, based on this. Okay,
I'm gonna lend you my phone.
Oh, I think.
And you will borrow.
I borrow his phone. He lends. I borrow.
Or borrow from.
Are you selling your phone?
How much are you gonna give me?
Not that much.
It's an iPhone 8. That's a good phone.
iPhone 8? Yeah, it is an iPhone 8. Free picture, right?
Yeah, you can have all my pictures.
Right? So if I buy the phone, I get the phone.
I sell, he buys.
I buy, right? So things like that, the directional things.
But, because you work so hard, I could just give you my phone,
Oh, good idea.
and you would get my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, or receive.
I would get, yeah, he would give, I would get the phone.
Send an email, receive an email. Yeah, those are pretty
Yeah.
straightforward. Okay.
So again, that's not too bad of a list.
Oh no, the whole reason I
give and get, right? Or no?
no
Which
go
one?
and go and come.
Oh, go
We
and
haven't even
come.
talked about that
Oh,
yet.
we still need to talk about go and come.
So a lot of my students will say, "Did you prepare a picture for that?"
Go and come. I didn't. I can try to find one
No,
now if you
no,
want.
no,
No, it's
no.
okay. We'll go old fashioned. We'll get the board.
Whiteboard. A lot of my students
Yeah,
say.
what did you say to your students?
A lot of my students who are in Singapore say, "I'm coming back." This pen is not very good. To
The purple's a good one if you need to switch out. But
okay. So for example, a lot of my students. Oh, it looks good on there.
yeah.
A lot of my students will say, "I'm coming back to Japan," but they are in Singapore. So this
Doesn't work.
we can't say because it's a direction. So again, we would have to say, "I'm going back to Japan." So you go one way, right?
Yeah.
So if we're in Singapore and the speaker is here, right? This is Japan. Okay, is that the short form for
JP,
Japan?
yeah.
Sure.
For on the internet,
Yeah.
.jp.
This would be
That's
go
JP.
back, I guess, if it's returning, and then you would come back to Singapore. So I'm going back to Japan for 1 week, or I'm going to Japan for 1 week, then I'm coming back to Singapore. Because you live in Singapore and you're talking about Singapore. So even if I go to Japan for 1 week and I'm talking about Japan, then I go back to Singapore, and don't worry, I'll miss you too, but I will come back next year. So it all depends on I know that.
Well, in this one, this is just for like Japanese people, or like if you're Chinese and you're going to Japan.
Oh, then you would just
Right.
say, I'm going to Japan.
I'm going, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So that
back means return.
Just this return is because
Yeah.
they are Japanese.
Yeah.
So that's
right, right.
yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I'm going to Japan, I'm going back to Japan, yeah, it doesn't matter. So it's all about, I went for lunch,
Yeah.
I went for lunch, okay, go for lunch, and then I
Mhm.
came back to do this video.
Yeah.
Right? I leave one place,
Mhm.
and I came back to here. So
Yeah.
it depends where you're talking.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say, I'm coming for lunch. No.
Yeah.
Unless Mark is having lunch at his house,
Mm.
and he says, hey, do you want to come for lunch?
Mhm.
Then I can say, okay,
Then you can come. Go come. Yeah.
go and come.
Yeah.
So go is one
Come.
way, away
Mhm.
from where you are, and then come is towards where you are.
Yeah. And then, like we said, the go back is just a little special one. That's the meaning is more return.
Yeah, go back means return or
return.
for again or
Yeah.
second time.
Like if you you go back to your hometown, right? Like you
Yes.
went back to Canada for. the
I went
winter?
back to
You went back
Canada.
to Canada, or in December I went back to Pittsburgh, my hometown. So if it's like where you grew up, where you were born, we can use that. I'm going back home, I'm going to my hometown, going back to my hometown.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, return, going back.
Return.
Yeah. But then I would still come back to Singapore because we
Yeah,
are talking
'cause-
in Singapore.
Yeah, and then maybe the new place you live, right? A lot of you are from another country, but now you live here for a fairly long period of time. So they would do the coming back home, right?
Yeah, right.
Come back home.
If Singapore is home.
If Singapore's home, yeah. If you're traveling, yeah.
That's what we were talking about today. What
Mm.
does home mean to you? And
Oh,
then
what's
one
your
of our
home?
students was saying that she was coming back to Japan. I said, no. You're going to Japan, and then 1 week later, you're coming to
Back
Singapore.
here. Boom, boom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say.
Home is where the heart is.
Yeah.
That we didn't
There you
rehearse
go.
that.
I know. That's the common saying.
ESP.
Yeah, that could be your question for the week. Do you agree? Home is where the heart is.
Well, that was the first question. What does home mean to you?
Hmm.
And yeah, a lot of people said basically family. As
Yeah.
long as your family's there, then that's home.
That's all you need, right?
And I cried a little bit.
Sentimental guy.
What does a single person say?
Well, still,
Home.
still, you're probably everybody has parents at least, or yeah, mentor.
Everybody has parents.
Everybody has a guardian figure. Many people have a guardian figure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I had two answers.
Yeah.
I had two answers, main answers. One was
Yeah.
family, and the other was where I can relax.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Where you feel comfortable,
where I
safe.
feel comfortable, where I can
all that
relax.
stuff.
So
Yeah.
that was also the
So
other way.
it's good. Yeah. What is your home? You know, comment.
Where do you live?
Where do you live? What feels like home to you?
What feels like home to you?
Yeah.
Singapore's home to me. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
You're going to be here forever, right? I mean,
Well, it's turning out that way. If I'm getting married and so there's a good chance.
Mark's marrying a Singaporean. We know that. We talked about that a million
Yeah, I think
times.
that. Yeah, I think
All of you know us.
a lot of students
so
know
well.
that already. So
Yeah,
if you
we're
made it
all
this
like-
far into the video, you know.
Whoever's watching us, we are best friends for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do we got any? Oh no,
We got
I think
one like Kamel liked it. So
I think
thank you.
we didn't warn anybody about this video, so maybe.
But I did
No.
tell my students. I
Oh,
told
you
them,
did?
I said go online later,
Mm.
and we will explain. Go and come, bring and
Okay.
take, and
Well, math students,
Finish.
I hope you're here. Hope
That's
you
actually-
learned something. If you're still confused, you can comment below, and we'll try to help you. But I guess any.
Wow. I think there's a huge delay today. Oh no, no.
Oh
there isn't.
no, is it or any? So I guess. Oh yeah, we are. We're watching ourselves.
I'm watching myself. I think I'm one of the two viewers.
Yeah, we are viewing. Right, it's like a loop.
So I'm watching ourselves. We have two
How are we
viewers.
doing?
One of
Yeah.
those is me.
Okay.
Anyone have a question?
Mm. Oh well, the other viewer might be me because I'm also on here. we might be the two viewers.
Okay, so Mark and I are watching ourselves.
Hey, what's so bad about that?
That's pretty good.
I'm my own best fan. Yeah, I'm my own best friend.
I think your mom is your best friend.
My mom will probably watch this.
Yeah, I hope so.
She's been busy though. They're moving house. They're changing. Yeah,
Like from the
Yeah.
family house?
yeah. Like the house I grew up in, they're selling it, and they're gonna downsize.
Mm,
A lot of families.
downsize.
Yeah, did your family
Bigger
downsize?
house to a smaller house. Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Around the second year that I was living in Singapore, which is kind of weird because
Oh yeah, that's about the same. Yeah,
That's it.
about the same. Because yeah, a lot of families once you are ready to retire or you're getting older, you downsize your house.
big house. How many brothers, sisters did you
I
have?
just have one brother. One brother.
Okay, so medium-sized house.
It was still American size, so it's like double any Singaporean house. But
Like 1/1,000,000th of the price.
yeah, right.
So they're
but
downsizing to
just a smaller place that's easier. The maintenance is easier
Yeah.
because, and if you grow up in Canada or the U.S., we have big yards, we have snow, we have all that stuff,
Cut the grass.
which is very, very difficult for someone who's getting older. So they're getting ready for to find a new place and some life changes. So they've been busy, but I think this video they'll catch it.
They'll be fine.
They'll catch it.
20 minutes of
It's
their
like,
day.
Hi, mom. Yeah.
Hi, Mark's mom.
Mm.
We've never met, but we
Yeah.
might.
No, next year she's coming to Singapore. Coming or going? She's coming. Or she's
No,
coming.
she's coming.
Good. I was okay because
Well-
she's toward me, toward us,
Yeah.
right?
So she would say,
Yeah.
if she was talking, she would say,
Say,
"I'm
I'm
going to
going.
Singapore."
For us, we're like she's coming,
She's coming.
coming to us, toward us, coming to Singapore.
Boom.
Yeah. So she's coming to Singapore. She'll meet you, and yeah, it'll be great.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, the Schenker family is pretty awesome. So
Schenker? Schenker?
Schenker, yeah,
That's Mark's family name.
yeah. My tribe,
Tribe, your people.
my people.
Okay. All right,
yeah,
team. I think
guess
that's it.
on that note, yeah,
We are going to go.
we'll see next
we
time.
will come back next Thursday.
Yeah,
That doesn't make sense.
we'll return.
We'll return.
we'll be back. That's it. We'll be back next Thursday
We will reach out.
because there's no movement. We'll just be in the same place, so we'll
Yeah,
be
or
back.
one of the other classrooms.
We'll be back next Thursday.
All right.
Okay.
I gotta
Until
teach.
then, bye
Bye, team.